Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic after quite a busy day yesterday. So the World Crossword, what are they called? The Federation held an event in London, the first ever World Cup of Cryptic Crosswords. And ta-da, here is the World Cup winner prize, which luckily I was able to take away. It was very unusual format. First of all, the usual sort of thing. We sat in a chair and solved 2 crosswords as quickly as possible and as accurately as possible, with the latter mattering more. And then the top 6 contestants, ensuring there were no more than, well, ensuring that at least 4 countries were represented, came onto the stage and were kind of tested in a quiz show format where we were given about 10 seconds each to answer a clue, sort of to cold solve a clue that was put up on the screen, and you got points if you did get it, and if you didn't, it passed on to the next person until somebody got it and they got the points. It was an intriguing idea. I mean, a very, very unusual and intriguing format, and I just kept my nose ahead through that sort of playoff situation and managed to triumph. Now, the exciting news as well was that the day before they'd had an individual event run, this one that I was in was apparently a World Cup, but there was an individual event run online, and although it was somewhat beset by downloading problems, a lot of people did get in, and incredibly, Simon managed to win the silver medal, which I've picked up for him because he wasn't there. So I've got that for you, Simon. I'll bring it to you next time I see you. Very many congratulations. I will say that the Federation also honoured Simon and my efforts to promote the cryptic crossword, which is very respectful, and we respect them for that. It was good fun, nice to meet up with a lot of familiar faces. Colin Thomas came second, John Henderson third. These are great names from the worlds of crosswords. In fact, Colin Thomas set last Friday's puzzle, I think, that Simon solved. John Henderson has set the 2 hardest ones that we've seen this year. And Matthew Marcus was there, came 4th in the World Cup, came 1st in the individual competition, and was there from all the way from the USA to win those things and pick up his prizes. Fantastic. So, a real pleasure, and a very unusual day out in central London at the Nehru Centre. So thanks so much to, I want to call them the WCCC, but I'm not exactly sure. No, the WCCC was the World Cryptic Crossword Championship. I'm not exactly sure what the federation's name is at the moment. So, is that written there? No. Anyway, there we go. That's what was going on. You can go to crypticsing.com and see something. Simon managed to watch a live stream of the event, either as it was happening or shortly afterwards, which is extraordinary. I didn't realise that would be going on, but there we go. Now, and also the most amusing thing is when I texted him that he'd come second in the individual competition, he absolutely was certain that I was pranking him. He didn't believe it. That was quite amusing to me as well. Anyway, maybe I've pranked him too often. Now, let's get back to business. Today, I'm going to be looking at a puzzle by Mr. Toffee, who has written to us again, one of his long emails, and included one of his slow thermo puzzles. There are some familiar things about Mr. Toffee, and we do always enjoy the slow thermo puzzles. And we'll have a look at this in a moment. I will also quickly mention that tonight we're streaming. That's happening now. If you're already watching this and you didn't know we were streaming, stop watching this, save it up, watch us stream from the Blueprints house, or catch up with that later. It's up to you. Tomorrow is the 1st of the month, and at 4 p.m. we'll be releasing the Patreon reward. Lots of work for me to do on that before it comes out. Hurrah. And then we've also got loads of other stuff on Patreon soon. It's a new month tomorrow. There'll be a new hard crossword to do. And there's connections videos, of course, every so often. Also, all of our apps feature line Sudoku. I think there are slow thermos somewhere within those, and other wonderful comestibles such as Fog of War Sudoku and the latest Sudoku Worms by Marty Sears and James Sinclair so far, others to come. Do check the links under the video, also for SVEN'S Sudoku Pad, but the first link is to Cheese, Wine and Bread by Mr. Toffee. The colours don't matter in this puzzle, that is just for entertainment. And in fact, I've changed the colours because I thought they were a little confusing when this was all green. Now I can see that that helps make the image that we're seeing here. The puzzle's called Cheese, Wine and Bread. And I think this is the bottle of wine on the left, and we have bread and cheese on the right. But we're just going to worry about the Sudoku rules. So normal Sudoku rules apply 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box. Every line in this puzzle is a slow thermometer, a slow thermo. And along a slow thermo, digits either increase or stay the same on each step from the bulb to the tip. So from there to there, we could stay the same. From there to there, we could theoretically stay the same. But then we're going to have to increase, because as we come down here, we're in the same column. We can't have a repeat digit by Sudoku rules. No, I'm going the wrong way round on that thermo. That thermo goes to a tip there, sorry. This thermo goes to a tip there. But you get the idea. So the thermos are slower than usual because the temperature rises potentially a little slower than on a normal thermometer. Unlike here in the UK, where Phil Coote was in the group who made the 6-person final. He'd come from Canberra, Australia, and he very mockingly referred to what we're experiencing here in the UK as a heat wave, with temperatures in the mid to low 30s Celsius. Phil regarded it as quite cool, and that's hilarious to me. Anyway, there we go. Canberra obviously gets very, very hot. Now, let's have a look at this puzzle. I'm going to start. Right, sorry about that. I noticed as I was about to begin that the cheese and bread part of the grid wasn't as fully formed as I remembered, and there was indeed a missing thermo, so thank goodness we have put this one in now. I'm going to have a go at the puzzle with the right number of slow thermos. Do give it a try on that first link under the video. I'm going to start now. Let's get cracking. So, what we need to do is to find a thermo. It's good to look for a long one, but it's also good to look for one that's moving orthogonally, because that must increase at every step. So this blue one actually is 7 cells long, and every digit must increase along it. It's like an ordinary fast thermo. Because every step moves orthogonally and therefore is either in the same row or column as the previous digit. So we only have 3 candidates there. If I was to mark this, for instance, the line looks as long, but even this one variation suggests that there would be quite a bit of pencil marking to do. Now, the sort of thing Simon would do is he would look at this box and he'd go, why are you doing all that pencil marking? Can't you see that 9 and 8 can't go in any of those cells because they couldn't be the last 2 cells on their orthogonal thermos? And he's right. The Simon in my head is right. So 9 and 8 must be in those cells. And now this tail of a thermo cannot be 9 or 8. I don't know, is that useful? This is quite a long line, actually. 1, 2, and it only has got this one switch where we can stay the same. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is as many candidates as the other one per cell. So never afraid to do a bit of pencil marking. That gets us there. This is higher than 4, 5 or 6, but I'm not going to put 8 there because there are 2 digits higher. That does lead me to 8 and 9. Now we've still got, oh look, here's the sort of Simon question that's better than me. Where does 1 go in this row? Now sometimes 1 can be on a thermo, not on a bulb, when you've got slow thermos, like that cell. That could be a 1 because that would still be a 1 on the bulb. But in this row, that does not apply to any of these non-bulb cells, like here and here, because the bulb is in the same box. So that is the one. Actually, I didn't really consider the length of this orange thermo. Let me see if I've got that right. No, I have. Yes, I have. 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. Right. This one, though, could still be 6, and that one could be anywhere from 4 to 9. Ah, I've just noticed 2 is not available in those cells. You see, this is where my method maybe gives us a clue. I don't know. We'll see. Right. Where's 2 in this box now? In box 4. It's not in one of those cells. So it's on one of these thermos, and that means this bulb is a 1. I also think that can't be a 2. So I think this must be 2 in the box. Now this bulb can't be a 2. If this was a 3, then we get, where's 1 in this row? Simple question. It's not there or there. It's right here on the bulb. Okay, that's not 3 then. That's a 1. 1 is in one of those 2 cells. Quite probably on the bulb, but possibly not. I've got 3 1s. There is a 1 in one of those cells in box 9. But there is, where's 1 in this row? Oh, it's absolutely straightforward. It's on the bulb. It's just absolutely straightforward. That wasn't far away from being available. Oh no, it wasn't. This one is looking at that cell as well. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. Right, I'm going to pencil mark this one, even though I think it may be a bit of a fool's errand. I'm going to put 2, 3, 4 or 5 there. Can't be a 1 because of that. I'm going to put 3, 4, 5 or 6 now. I'm going to have to add 6 to that one and 7 to this because the finish can be a 7. That was a fool's errand. Okay, this row. Maybe. No, maybe not. We've got a 1 in one of those 2 cells. We've got a 2 somewhere there. One, 2. Is this could be a 3? Actually, that could be a 3. I was going to say, where's the 3 in this row? And literally a daft question. Okay, I'm going to pencil mark this one now. I've had enough faffing around. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, or 4. Okay. And this, I don't know. Nearly got a quad or a quint going there, not quite. Oh, that can't be 2. That's just Sudoku. Well, that was interesting. If that was a 2. If it wasn't a 2, if it was a 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6 would require 7 and an 8, 9 pair, and this would be a 2, 3 pair, and this cannot. Oh, hang on. I've mismarked this, haven't I? Oh, because that's 2, 3. Right. I had an increase there, which was unwarranted, so my apologies for the mismarking. I haven't used it as far as I know. There were a lot more possibilities there. What I suddenly thought was, how could that be 3 if that was 4, 5 or 6? But annoyingly, I think this could be 3 with 3, 2, 2. This is the problem with slow thermos, is they give you these little wretched possibilities that you're thinking are definitely eliminated. Right, what else have we got going on? 3 in this row. Now, I looked at that a moment ago and it's no use. It said stop looking at it, Mark. If that was an 8, this would be an 8-9 pair, that would be an 8-9 pair. This can't be more than 7. It also can't be 7, because these would be 8 and 9 would break that. In fact, this can't be 7, 8 or 9, because all of those would be from that group of cells. So this is 3, 4, 5 or 6. This is 2, 3, 4 or 5. Now we're getting a little bit to the nitty-gritty maybe. Or maybe not. Oh, there's a 2 in this row, and it's definitely in one of those cells. That's why this can't be 2. Maybe, no, that's because that's there. This can't be 2. It must be in one of these two. 2 in this row is not there. 2 in this row is definitely here. Can that be 3? This can't be 2. No, this can't be 3. The 3 in this row is in one of those 2 cells. The 3 there would force this to be 2. And this to be 4, 5, 6 with a 7 there. Wow, I mean, that's interesting. If this is 4, 5, 6, we know all the blue digits. Okay, I am going to mark even this line. I know it's tedious sometimes looking at these amount of pencil marks, but it might help. 9, for instance, is in one of those 2 cells in this row. It's a heavily marked row, row 8. Oh, that 2 has fixed that this is not a 2. That's important. That makes this a 2. It also stops this being a 2. And now we can run that up this thermo. Ooh, now I've got a 6, 7 pair here that stops this being a 6. Stops this being 6 or 7. Okay, the 6, 7 pair makes one of these a 5. Makes one of these a 4. Is that any use? No. Even makes one of those a 3. Okay, that's interesting. I think that's right. One of these is a 6. And that's either going to force 5, 4, 3 into that cell, or 5, 4, 3 into that cell. So one of these, at least, maybe both, is a 3. But either way, that can't be a 3. And now this can't be. I don't know. I've only got one place for 3 in this row now. Bingo. Well, I'm glad I pencil marked you at the end there, you crazy digit. That's a 3. This is not a 3. That's going to run up the bottle here. That's not a 3 as well now. That was weird. Is there something else I can tell about this row? Or is that, why can't I use the 6? The 6, 7 pair also makes one of those into an 8 and one of those into a 9, or both. That just doesn't seem to do anything. Wow, we've got a 3 in the grid though. It feels like I wasn't expecting that. Okay, these digits can't use 6 or 7 or 1 or 2. So we pencil mark like a mad loon. And we get nothing from that particularly. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can't see what's going on there. 1, 2. That could be 3. Wow. There's a lot of low digits jockeying for position around here somehow. Well, I don't know. Are they? There must be some sort of stacking thing, like we can't use 7 and 8 here or it breaks this. Or I don't know, is there? One of these is a 1, we know that. There could be a stacking thing here. Right, this can't be 5 because 5, 6, 7, 8 would break this bottleneck. So that's not a 5 and that's not a 5 either. I mean, it's the most minor possible thing. I know it is. Oh, where's 3 in this row? It's not here because that's at least a 4 on this red line. So 3 is in one of those 2 cells and it's not here. And it's not here. And this isn't 4. And now 4 in this row, no, it doesn't come down to one place. It's still got 2. 3 in this row, though, is fixed. It's here. Ah, and this is 2. And that's not 2 now. That doesn't do anything. There is a 2 in one of these cells. This is just something higher than 3. What an exciting conclusion that isn't. One, 2, 3. 1 is also in this pair. I should have marked that ages ago. 1, 2, 3 could be there or here. 3 in this column's almost interesting, but not quite. Well, it's nice to get that 3. There's a 3 in one of those cells. Oh, is this true? I don't know. These are obviously high digits like those. But these must include 3 different digits, because only that one could repeat. I think this is a set of 7. Well, it can't be. No, that is a set of 7 digits. There must be a repeat, because there are only 6 candidates for those 7 cells. They can't all be different. And this is the only possible repeater. That is correct. That is correct. That's weird. This is a repeat digit and appears somewhere down here, which isn't that helpful. But it is a well, it means that's lower. Oh, this can't be 2, can it? Or 3. It has to be lower than this now. Can't be the same. Is that worth pencil marking? I don't think so. But I've done it somehow. Mind you, the 9 in this box is in one of those cells. I bet it's here. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, 5 or 6 there means this isn't 5. And that means neither of these are 6. I hadn't noticed this before. Now, that can't be a 7-8 pair because that would break this. 4 in this row is now definitely in one of those 2 cells, and this becomes a 3. And this isn't 3. This can't be 3, and the 3 in box 9 is in one of those 2 cells. And the 3 in box 8 is in one of those 2. I mean, I get so excited by every little victory here. There from 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, I suppose obviously. One of these is a 4. Ah, it's not this one, because 4, 3 there would stack against that. So that's not a 4. So the 4 in the row is here. The 4 in the box is in one of those 2 cells. I haven't got this resolved yet. This one is at least a 5. Because of that, that's not very exciting. I'm still not pencil marking this. It's not a 2 if this is right. Yeah, that is right. This isn't a 2. That's got to be where 2 is now. That's not 2. This is now a 1-2 pair in the bottom row. I mean, these are small, limited, marginal gains, but they are gains nonetheless. This row feels like it ought to be interesting, but I don't know why or how. These 2 cells are different from anything on this line. I don't think that quite gives us one of these remarkable sets. I didn't know how to use that set that we found up there anyway. It's annoying, isn't it? Ah, this cannot be a 6, because where would 6 go in this box? Not on the same line. That's weird and interesting. Whatever it is, yeah, whatever that is goes in one of those 2 cells. And then goes here, and that's 7, 8, or 9. I'm going to colour that as well because it is at least a discovery, even if not exactly a very interesting one. Sorry, one of those 2 is the pink cell. 3, 2, 4. Come on, come on, get something done. This 3 didn't resolve these. We've still got this 6, 7 dichotomy where we got a 4 there. 6, 7. What am I missing now? I don't know. 4 is in one of those cells. That's so drab. 8 and 9. There is an 8 somewhere here. No, I can't see how that's... Is this stacking thing? Oh, I thought I had a 3, 4, 5, 6 quad, but if this is a 7, I don't. That's 1 or 2, and one of these is 1 or 2. Oh, am I still trying to avoid the 5, 6, 7, 8 stack here? Is there anything that's trying to make it happen? No, not really. Goodness me, a 3 is in one of those 2 cells. If it's there, that's a 3 and that's a 2. Ah, if it's there, that's a 3, but then you can't put 3 down here. 3 is in one of those 2 cells, so it can't be in both of those, so it's not there. So that is a 3. I mean, it's thrilling, isn't it? Well, that makes that a 3. That makes this not a 3. Oh, and that doesn't do anything to this cell at all. It means, what does it mean? That 8 and 9 are in this group of cells in row 7. So that digit is not 8 or 9. Now by the thermo, this is not 8. And now that's a 4-5 pair, and I can fill in 8 and 9 on this thermo. That's not a 9 now. And that is going to run down the thermo. 8, 7, 6, at least to there. Now, does it mean something? Yeah, no, it doesn't. This can't be 8, but it can be 9. So it didn't knock 9 out of that cell and force it into one of those, which I thought it was going to do. These are from 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are different. Oh, this is a 5, 6, 7 triple, so I can fill in 8 and 9 here. Good, good, good. Keep telling me when you spot things like that. One of these is a 9 for sure now, and one of those. Eight, 9, 3, 1, 2. This is 4, 5, 6, or 7. So 3 is, oh, 3 can't be in either of those places. Has that done anything to this? No. Can't even rule 4 out of here, I don't think. Oh, but the stacking happens again. Right, now we took 9 out of that. This can't be a 5, or this would go 5, 6, 7, 8 and break the neck of the bottle. So that's a 4. That's 2. This one, unknown. Actually, no. I was going to say, where does... Oh, 4 is going to look... Where does 4 go in this box? In one of those two cells. But this has become a 5. This is now not a 5. That's a 4. And this is a 4. And that's not. And that's not 4, and that's not 5, and that's not 6, and that runs up to here. This also isn't 5 now. 5 is in one of these 3 cells in the box, and therefore not here. Now I can place 5 in row 8. Is this happening now? No, it was only that one of those needed to be a 5, not that only one of them. Right, this isn't 5. That's thrilling. 2, 1, 3, 4. 3, 5, 8, 9. This is a 4. That's just elimination now. Weird. This is a 3, 5 pair. Could lead to a 3 in the corner. That digit is the same as that one, which is the same as that one. So this is a repeat. I mean, I keep marking those. I don't think it does anything ever, finding definite repeats, but, you know, it keeps me excited. Oh, 2 is looking at that cell. There's a 1 up here somewhere. Right, we are still making progress. I thought I'd marked 3 as being in one of those. I think I accidentally marked it there. No, that's not accidental, that's right. This can't be 4. What about this? Can this be 4? Oh, hang on. I've got a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 quad in this column. Never afraid to use one of those. And that is 3 in the corner then. That's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight. Proving a 1, 2 position up here. Let's colour these other 6, 7s. The other colour that's not blue, which is orange in this case. One of them is in one of those cells, or orange is in one of those cells. Oh, well, that's interesting. This is looking at both orange and blue. And orange and blue are a 6, 7 pair. So that's not 6 or 7. That's 1 or 4. I think that's interesting. There's a 1 there and a 1 there, and that's an X-wing. We need a 1 in row 3. It's got to be here. That's a 4. That's a 1. This is not 4, so that runs up the thermo. 4 is definitely in one of those 2 cells. That's not very interesting. It's also definitely in one of those 2. It's a little X-wing that's not doing anything. These are from 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 4, 2, 3. This is not a repeat digit on its thermo. 5 and 9 are in those cells in the column, so that's not 9. 9 in this row is not entitled to be in there because 9 in this... Why do I know? Because of that, that's why. So 9 is here in row 4, whatever row we're in there. Now, how was I getting on with orange and blue? Because they actually helped here, and I think that kept helping. Let's think a bit more about orange and blue. They are 6 and 7. I don't definitively know that orange is higher than blue yet, one way or the other. The trouble is, pink or yellow could also be orange or blue, so I could get my colours badly mixed up any moment. Oh, that's interesting. This can't be a 7. No, that's not true. It can't be an orange 7. That is true. Well, therefore it can't be orange. Oh my goodness, I think that's right. If this was orange, it would have to be 7, because orange is 6 or 7. That would force that to be 7, but also that would be 7. So this is not orange. This is definitely orange, but I don't know whether it's 6 or 7. And orange is in one of those cells, probably there, but not definitely. We've also got a 6-7 pair here, so that's a 5 now. And this is not 5. I was wondering if I could confine 5 to there, but even considering my set of, well, I suppose if I look at those are 6 different digits. I can't confine the 5 as I wished. I can place 3 in row 3. Why not? Still not finished. 4 in row 5 is definitely there. This digit is 5, 6, 7 or 8. That's so annoying that there are so many possibilities. Blue, I was going to say it must be in one of those, but it could be there in box 5. Orange is in one of those 3, but again, that doesn't determine it. Oh, that's a 6, 7, 8 triple, so this is a 5. Ah! Goodness me, sorry, just not catching up with myself there. That's an 8, 9 pair. This is now blue, and therefore 6 is blue. And 7 is orange. Good, 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 good. That's an 8. I was going to write 8 there, unjustified. Let's take 7 and 8 out of those two. That is now a 5, 6 pair. That's an 8, 9 pair. That's an 8, 9 pair. This is from 5, 6 or 7 in the row. This must all be done. It's done in row 6, 8, 9, 5. That's 6, that's 8, that's 9. Right, then we've got a 5, 7 pair left in the row. And this is a known 6. Now at last I can use having the knowledge that that was a repeat, and that's blue. This pink digit is not orange. I mean, I don't know if I'm still using orange, but it's not, because it has to be in one of those cells. It can't be on its own line. So that is 8 or 9. In fact, this is not 8 or 9. That is 8 or 9. That's just Sudoku, waiting to be observed. This is a 7. This is a 2, 3 pair. That's unsurprising. 1, 6, 3, 2, 4. This is 5 or 7 by elimination in the column. Oh, on the thermo, that's a 5. Why can't I see that? Right, now I must know something about these. They don't include 5 or 6. And that's probably all I know. But 6 is looking across here. 7 and 8, they were repeats. That's a 9 now. Then we go down to the corner, 8 and 9. Then we fill in this pink cell is 8. Might as well finish off that pinkage. Let's colour our oranges just in case we get to pluck a low-hanging fruit off the orange tree. That's a blue. One of these is a 6. 5, 7, 8. 1, 2, 6, 4. One of them is a 3 as well. One of these is a 9. This must yield something in a moment. 1, 7 pair. This is an 8, 6 pair. There we go. We can fill them in. Then we can do 3 and 6. Now this pair is known as 9 and 5. We know the order. I can do 2 and 3 there. I must know that these don't have 8, 9 in. I think I'm just finishing off rows 1 and 2 now and completing the puzzle thusly. Gosh, it's a good puzzle. That's really interesting. And the cheese, wine and bread is consumed. A loaf of bread, a jug of wine, and thou, as Fitzgerald's translation of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam says. And we are done. Fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Toffee, for sending that. Entertaining, as always, on the slow thermo. Let's get rid of the colouring. Excellent. we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.